What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back at it, getting another daily trade review out of the way. Today was another one of those days where we are still trying to master this thing called trade. Green day again, but I'm almost getting tired of these green days because at the end of the day, it is so much money being left on the table. But I don't know if don't have the confidence in staying in the trades. Sometimes I'll stay in the trade and it works or not works. Sometimes I stay in the trade and it fails. And then I get out of a trade and then it works. It's like the doggone trade gods be looking at me and be against what I am trying to do. But we finished green, like I said, but it definitely could have been a whole lot better. So let's go ahead. Let's get looking at the information. We're going to start off looking at thumbnail watch list real quick. This is what we were looking at. We traded a good bit of what you see on this thumbnail watch list. I do this just so you can kind of see what the charts are looking like. You see the charts were kind of all over the place. We actually found this one, FIS, later on in the afternoon, power hour, actually. Did take 2 trades on that. But everything else we were pretty much watching during the morning session. Took a trade on Roku, however you want to say it, right here, that we got out flat on. This thing actually would have stopped us out, but look what it did. Another one, where's Crocs? We took a trade on Crocs, got out for a half hour, and this thing, I don't even know how much it went. We're going to look at all of these trades inside of thinkorswim. And then Crocs is one that I actually want to watch the video on. So I got the video queued up for that one. Everything else we'll look at in thinkorswim. This one, HUDI, this was not one that I was going to trade. This is one that Evan had mentioned while we were in the Discord voice room. So if y'all interested, be sure to check out the description for the link to the Discord. We're usually just sitting in there bouncing ideas off of each other. So if you're looking to get into trading or you're already trading, come on over, hang out with us. We would love to have you. But this is one that, look at that. It was down trading at $25 this morning. This thing halted its way all the way up to like 75 bucks. Came back down, and I'm looking over here now, and this thing closed at $87. That is absolutely crazy. That was not one that I was going to trade, but just dropped it over there because I didn't have a real full thumbnail watch list this morning. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up TRADERVUE. Take a peek at what we were looking at. I'll actually blow this up so it fills up the entire screen. Reviewing trades for Thursday, November 3rd. One day after the FOMC report. Let me get this off of the screen. Actually, we'll keep that over there with the hay. Took 15 trades today. Quite a few trades. Closed P&L $20. We traded a little bit of everything. Stopped out full on BA, just about stopped out full on that one. Took another trade on BA, stopping out again. So that was probably our biggest loser of the day. And then, like I said, we traded FIC end of the day. Took a short, and then we went long. Got back green on that one. And that was pretty much it. So let's go ahead. Let's bring up thinkorswim, and we will actually get into the meat and the potatoes of these trades that we took today. Let Let me do this and shrink that. And there we go. We can rock and roll now. Blow that up, make it a little easier to see. Get all of these details out the way. And then, like I said, we're just going to go through and check each and every one of these out. Do need to change one thing. Let's go to trades. There we go. Make sure we good there. We are good there. I'm going to sort this by symbols, and we're going to rock and roll on each of these. This here is just showing what the SPY did today. SPY just chopped around. The SPY had no real sense of direction. You'd get a couple of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, and then it'll just flush down. No trend. Lower high, lower low, or let's call it a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then boom, you get a higher high. And now you got a higher low. So it was not in an actual trend. It was just all over the place. So we'll start with BA, looking at our trades. I'm going to try to run through these fairly quick this afternoon, or this evening, I guess I should say. This was our first trade. Went long on it. Let's look at it. Again, I always say that I know that I shouldn't be taking these trades. Getting in right here as this is breaking VWAP. I need it to break and I need it to retest. I need to be getting in over here. That is the perfect entry. This thing came up, broke it, failed it, came back up, it broke it again. Right here is a good entry. That was money. That's a good entry. So we when we know better, we do better. So that was the first one. Second one, we took a short on. Again, no real reason, but the market was flushing and was trying to, I won't say flushing, but breaking down, was trying to catch some of that movement. This one was a fairly decent trade. Let's look at the numbers on this one. 56.15. So we got in right as it was breaking this area. We got out of this one at 155.80. Right there. Probably could have got out right here where we had the chart marked at. But when this didn't break and keep going, just moved the stop down. And max unrealized was 17.25. We made 8 on it. And then took another short right here. Not really a good one. This was not really a good trade on this one. This one here, I knew what the plan was. But this actually held this price action line. Ended up stopping out on this side over here and took a loss of $29. So basically a half R. Took basically a half R on that one. And then we were done with BA. I was like, nope, we're done. Let's take a look at BNTX. Let's drop some arrows on here real quick. Got in this one at 138.09. We'll drop it right there. Decent entry on the 5, but we are on the 2 minute, but we got the 50 right there marked. It ran into the 50. Kind of got scared out of the trade, and then this thing just kept going. We got out at 138.91 as it was pushing back down. What did we make on this one? Made $41. So basically 1 R. 1 R. Could have brought the stop to break even, and we easily would have hit target. Easily would have hit target on that one. Something that I just consistently fight myself with. 1, being green on the trade, and 2, not wanting to take a red trade. So that is something that, and it's something that you hear professional traders say all the time. It's like, Once you can break that, once you can break the fear of not being read on trades, just let the trades work. Prime example. That one right there would have worked. Even though we got these areas marked on the charts, they aren't reasons to actually get out of the trade. They're just areas. Same thing, previous low of day. That's an area. This stock was strong. It broke straight through it. And when I got out of this trade, I told Evan, this thing is going all the way back up to previous high of day. I said, this thing is going all the way back up to previous high of day. Look what it did. It went all the way back up to previous high of day. Now, did it catch flack at these areas that we had marked on the charts? Big time. Every time it came to an area, it kind of stalled out, but then it just kept going. Previous high of day was the only area that provided resistance that it couldn't get through. And then it just continued to try to get through it the rest of the day. So we have to do better at trusting the trade. Got to do better. Let's take a look at BX. Let's drop some lines on this one real quick. We got in this one at 89.03. 89.03. So getting in up here. This is another one that when it's breaking VWAP, we need to wait on confirmation. We got the confirmation over here. So needed to wait on that confirmation. This one here, max unrealized, was $5 whole. We got out for a $2 loss. Trying to get out break even. I want to say that I had this thing. Yeah, I had like at $5. Caught slippage on the way out, and then this thing just continued to go higher. Come on, man. Come on. Getting in right there. Stop was probably down here somewhere. We had 100 shares. So we had a 50-cent stop. Let's see where 88.50 is at. 88.50 is like right there. Just where I said. This would have never stopped us out. 50-cent stop. We needed to go $1. So we need this to go to $90. It's hitting target right there. 40 minutes later, it's hitting target. It's another one that would have hit target though. Now, was that the best entry? Not necessarily. Got in a little early. Let's see this one here. Got in this at 89.54. We'll drop it right there. We're late. Really could have got in. Nah, not really with these topping tails. Let's look up at the 5-minute. 5-minute, we could have got in right there. We could have got in right there at 89.43 on the buy setup for the 5-minute. Knowing we're going to catch a little resistance there. Let's see what that candle is. That's a 50-cent candle. Same as what we got in. We got 100 shares. We're risking 50 cents. So let's do it off of this candle here real quick. 50 cents. We're getting in at 89.50. We need 91.50. What's the high of this candle? 90.49. This would have missed target by a couple of pennies, by 1 penny actually, not even a couple. But we probably would have got at least 1 R out of a proper entry. But let's look and see on this one what we did. Got in right there. Again, it's going to be a 50 cents because it's 48 cents. We're getting in at 89.57. So we're getting in like 7 cents late. We need 90.57. We already said that it came up a little bit short. We still would have gotten at least 1 R out of that trade. Would have at least got 1 R out of that trade. What did we make on that one? This went $13. We made $6. You see my frustration, y'all? All right, let's take a peek at CCA. Did we already do? Nope, I'm tripping because we got these on there. All right, let's take a peek here and look at some numbers real quick. 71.69. We'll drop it right there. Already can see it. We bought 50 shares. So we gave this $1 stop. We got in at 71.69. So we was given this 70.69. So we gave this way too much room. Way too much room. I don't see on any chart why we gave it that much room. This really should have been, let's come right there. This really should have only been a 50-cent stop. It should have been a 50-cent stop. We would have needed $1. So we would have needed this to go to 72.68. 72.68. This one, either we would have stayed in this thing all day till noon, and it would have hit target over here at noon, or we would have missed it by like 4 cents. And again, we can get that stop up to 1R at that point, or break even. Not gonna lose no money. And this thing just would have chugged along all day long. Gotta trust the trade. Because the thing is, what I am realizing is I am taking good trades. I'm taking good trades, just not letting them work. Let's look at this again real quick. Yep, 50-cent stop. 72. Yep, 72.68. I'm just looking. It doesn't seem like that's the right numbers, but I guess it is. What's the stop on the 5-minute? So that's a 40-cent stop getting in at 71.72. Would have needed 80 cents. So now you're looking at 72.50. Now, hold on. I gotta be, what am I doing wrong here? Because just looking, with that stop right there, this definitely looks like more than enough. So I'm just looking at some, oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm looking at that there. So let's look at this again. So we need 72.68. That's this candle right here. I'm looking at these numbers right there. We're hitting target right there. We're hitting target right there. I'm looking at these bubbles, so y'all got to forgive me for that. Once I got to looking at these candles, I'm like, that is way more than 2R just looking at that candle. So this would have hit target right there. Gotta trust the trade, y'all. First area of concern is right there. What's the high of that candle? 72.69 or 72.59, the high of that candle. So that's first area of concern. It would have jumped it, hit target right there. This trade over here, not a good trade. Buying the high. Need to wait on the retest and then for it to go. So that one there was not a good trade. But if we took 2 trades, one stops out full, one hits target, we still made 1R on that trade. And that first trade, is that right? It says that we lost $30. So we got out of this trade before we were even supposed to. Where's 71.73. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how that math works though. No. Okay. I see what it is. These trades are reversed. So first trade, we were up 14. We got out $2. Break even. Second trade, we lost $31. That makes sense because this one rolled over. But yeah, that first trade would have hit target. Second trade would have stopped us out. We still make 1R. We still make 1R. And now let's look at this This was the last trade of the morning. Last trade of the morning. I dropped this chart over in RT's chat room on Discord, and I got drug over there. I got drug. It was like, why the hell you get out of that trade? I got out of this one for a half hour, $25. Got in right there. I got out right there. My first area of concern on this trade was the 50 moving average. That was my first area of concern. This thing just chugged along and then it ripped. It literally ripped. But looking at it, again, decent entry right there. We got 125 shares. Let me whip out my trusty share sheet. 125 tells me that's a 40-cent stop. So I got in at 72.04. Let's call it 71.64. Stop is right there. That's exactly where it probably should be. You put that, yep, a little below that candle. Never came close to stopping us out. Never came close. This thing went ballistic. How many of these candles is in that move right there? How many of those size candles is in that move? That's how many R's this thing went. But let's go ahead. Let's pull up the video on that one real quick. I already got it queued up. And let me see. I want to get rid of the right screen. There we go. So got it queued up. Got my entry. Got my stop right where I say they were going to be at. See, that's 2R target up there. So 2R target is just on the other side of the 50 moving average. I'm going to go ahead and scroll this up so that it gets me in the trade. So I'm triggered in. First thing I observe is the spread after I'm in this trade. So just looking up here, right now it's a 10-cent spread. 10-cent spread. It's bad, but not too bad. Look like it's a 7-cent spread right now. It's not too bad. Made the nice move. I should be good. Let's come up and look at the 5-minute. 5-minute is good. Good strong strength breaking over previous high of day. Nice little resting candle. Good move overall. But watch the spread. Now the spread is about 20 cents. Yep. Spread is exactly 20 cents right now. And now I start to worry about that spread. Because if I get caught in the spread, let's figure on a 25-cent spread with 125 shares, if I get caught in the spread, in addition to my $50 that I'm risking another $25 in the spread. So now I'm like, man, do I really want to be in this trade with that much risk? Because now instead of $50, now my risk is $75. Does the risk outweigh the reward? And in my mind at that time, I'm thinking, no, it does not really. So let me move my target down and let's get possibly a quick pop, because it's not guaranteed that this is going to push through the 50 moving average. So you see, the first thing I do is I move my target to 1R, which was right below the 50 moving average. Had I left it there, really wouldn't have had a problem with it. But again, that spread is still kind of increasing. Right now, it's about about a 15-cent spread. Now it's back to about 25 cents. So that spread is what had me kind of worried in this trade. And and then did y'all see that? Let me move that back because I'm talking So again, like I said, right there, I got it at 50. Look what I do. I bring it to the top of that candle. That's a half R. Now look at the spread though. And then boom, that quick, it comes up, it tags me, gets me out for a half R, and it continues to just rip. So I got to thinking about this a little later on in the afternoon, and I'm like, was this analysis paralysis? Like, was this analysis paralysis? Did I put too much stock in these areas that I trust? The 50 moving average, I trust that. But again, it's an area. I could have put this at, and really I couldn't though. That was the other thing. I couldn't put the stop at break even on this because it could stop me out and I'm gonna still lose 25 bucks. But is the risk of losing 25 worth the reward of this thing going? That thing went like probably over 10R in the entire move. Now, would I have captured all of it? Nah, definitely would not have. But this is one that I probably definitely could have 2-minute bar by barred it once it got up over, let's say maybe a half, maybe 1R, not a half R, but over 1R, because now we're up 50 with a spread of 25. If we get caught in the spread, we might be still right there at that number, but at least we gave this thing a chance to make some money. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up right here. Those last two trades on FIS were basically scalp trades. I was trying to scalp that one on the way down right before the market closed. First one was red, second one was green. Finished up green on the stock overall. But hope y'all enjoyed that recap. It's just one of them things, y'all. We still working on this thing. Every day is a learning process. And if I can get over that hump, that fear of having, and I won't even call it a fear of having a red trade, because I have no problem when a trade goes against me and stops me out full. What I have a problem with is a trade getting green and then me watching it come back against me. So just like I could watch that stock that didn't work and coming down and stopping me out immediately, I need to have more faith in the trades that I see that are going to work, because what's happening is I'm stopping out for these small gains, and then the stock is just doing exactly what I thought it would do. So pray for me, y'all. Pray for your boy. Thanks for checking me out as always. If you have not already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I have been raggedy lately, not replying back to comments. Please forgive me. I passed out yesterday, so that's why I wasn't able to get those comments done yesterday. But please think about subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, please think about liking if you like what we're doing over here. And even if you don't, give your boy a like just for the effort. I know I get kind of raggedy on these trades, and we working on it. So on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. We will be back at it again tomorrow. Like I said, if you're interested, Discord link will be in the description. Come on over there and hang out with us. Like I said, basically, we're usually there just in the voice lounge, just popping ideas off. If I see something that's moving, hey, you might want to check this one out. It's moving. If I'm going to take a trade, a lot of times I'll put in there, yep, I'm looking at this one, and this is where I plan on getting in at. Evan, a lot of times will be asking, like, this where you're getting in, that's where you stop? Yep. In the same way. He says he's going to take a trade. I'll take a look at it. Like, yeah, that's good. So come on over there and hang out with us. Again, on that note, I'm out of here. Peace.